Inspections are a vital part of the home buying process. They're used to provide some assurances that the home you're purchasing has been built correctly and is free of defects. In this video, we're going to dig into the various types of inspections and what they cover. Let's go. Hello friends, it's Bill Warrell, your Bradenton and Sarasota Realtor, and this video is meant to answer most of the questions I receive in regards to inspections. A thorough home inspection is meant to determine the condition of the main components of the home, including structure, electrical, plumbing, roof, and HVAC systems. Most home buyers opt for a home inspection when purchasing a home and often take into account the age of the home. But did you know that it's possible to have inspections done during the building process of a new construction build? One of the oldest leadership and management lessons I learned was to inspect what you expect. When you have certain expectations, it's important to inspect to ensure that they're being carried out, especially in instances where bias can be a factor. And when purchasing a new home build, the name of the game, in my opinion, is bias. Just think, if you were to walk into a new home builder's office and speak to a representative there, who is it that you think they represent? The builder. That's why it's important to have your own representation. All new construction homes should always be inspected by an independent third party hired by and working on behalf of you, the buyer. The new home rep will most likely not inform a buyer of their right to inspect the property as construction takes place. In fact, some builders will outright refuse to allow an inspector on the property or make it very difficult to do so. Since the builder is still technically the property owner, they don't have to allow an inspection to take place. However, a builder that is unwilling to allow you to have the home inspected should throw up a red flag. Most builders do not perform thorough, in-depth inspections throughout the process. They rely on the permitting process and the county building inspectors. They're overworked and often take a quick view of the areas they're there to inspect before moving on. Many builders provide inspections for their buyers. However, these are more like orientation walkthroughs that focus on ensuring the customizations and enhancements that you requested are to your liking. They do not focus on the building construction process. While you'd still have access to the same builder warranties, having third-party inspections performed can identify issues and prevent costly repairs down the road by providing you and the builder with the list of items requiring correction while all components are still easily accessible. Some of the most common issues found by new home inspectors are poor workmanship, like poorly installed fixtures, shoddy painting, or substandard finish work. Defective materials like poor quality materials such as doors that don't close properly, windows that leak, or tiles that crack can be common in new construction. Plumbing problems like leaks, clogs, and low water pressure. Electrical issues like flickering lights, tripping breakers, or faulty wiring are common. Structural problems like incorrect installation of trusses or load-bearing supports, deviations from the plan requirements, and damaged materials installed can be a costly issue. Poor insulation. Poor installation can lead to heating and cooling problems and high energy bills. Roofing problems like leaks, improper flashing, and missing or damaged shingles can be common. Let's take a look at the various inspections available. First would be a Phase 1 inspection. If you're familiar with commercial real estate or environmental inspections, this is not the same type of Phase 1 inspection. In the Phase 1 or foundation and pre-pour inspection, an inspector will look at grading and excavation of the property, anchors and footing spacing and sizing, and pre-pour layout. Some of the specific components would include drain, waste and vent lines, water supply lines, plumbing and pipes for water and gas distribution, trenches and soil excavation, elevation, grading and drainage, rebar and concrete form layout, review of foundation plans and slab layout. Next is a Phase 2 or framing and pre-drywall inspection. This in-depth inspection focuses on framing, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, windows, doors, and roof. Some of the specific areas inspected include beams, bearings and other framing, trusses, nails, screws, anchors, connection plates, clips, straps, ties, etc. Stairwells and stair structure and attachment, electrical conductors, panels, and outlets rough-in, plumbing distribution and waste lines rough-in, HVAC ductwork and air distribution and return system rough-in, roof system framing, sheathing, underlayment and flashing, review of truss plans and framing layouts. The Phase 2B is an exterior inspection. Specific items inspected here include sheathing and water-resistant barriers, fasteners and attachment, flashing and building envelope penetrations, cladding attachment, cladding sheathing and foundation separation, and water intrusion resistance. The term cladding refers to the building layer meant to provide thermal insulation and weather resistance. And the Phase 3 inspection would be the final or pre-closing inspection. This is what the standard property inspection is, and which reviews 200 plus components and systems, and also used when buying an already built home. Again, these inspection opportunities are not likely to be brought up by the builder when completing a contract, so it's important to have a realtor, like me, along when visiting. And did you know that in these cases, the seller pays the buyer's realtor? That means you could get representation like that for no added cost. Not a bad deal. If you're in the market looking for new construction homes or just have a question, feel free to call or text me at 941-677-8798, and thanks for watching.